Hey guys, so I have a little rant before we start the audio. Go to the comments below. You'll see my comment with a time skip to skip the rant. So I'll give you 5 seconds to go click on that. Okay, they're gone. Anyways, so I was just scrolling through my old Ciel videos, doing the random crap I do. Then I come across this one comment. And they're shaming me for sexualizing a 13-year-old, in this case Ciel. I replied, in the nicest way possible. I didn't snap at them. I didn't make anything rude. I just said, "Oh, sorry if I misunderstood. Sorry you misunderstood. I'm not saying they did anything sexual. I'm just saying that there'll be makeout sessions that probably make people uncomfortable. So I said there'll be a warning about that." But she kept going on me sexualizing him. So, some other people from the other comment section came to defend me and all of that. If you're watching this, people, thank you. And she kept saying that, why are you defending them? They're sexualizing a little kid. And you're explaining to her that I'm not sexualizing them. That I'm just saying that there's a makeout warning. And then she kept going to the point where she started saying, "Where's his slayers?" Like the N-word. I was like, not doing that. No. No, I'm not taking that. Because literally, I was fighting every urge to curse out her with every curse word in the book. But I restrained myself, and I just called the people in the comments defending me, like, "Hey, it's fine, I'll just block her, all of that." And after I commented that, the girl was like, no, don't block me. You can't ignore me forever. And then I just blocked her. Please, guys, don't be like that person. I'm not sexualizing him. Anyways, guys, this does have a spice warning. There'll be makeout sections, not anything sexual. No more to make out. That's it. I need a break. I need some coffee right about now. I'm having some coffee after I'm done. Anyways, let's get into this. We were Eloise's past fiance. Before this event where he met Ciel, you and Eloise had a good relationship. You got along with the servants very well, especially Hannah. Hannah was like the older sister you never had. Well, you did have the older sister, but she had to move away and take care of her kid since she got engaged and got pregnant. So you don't see her as often, unless it's for special events, or she comes over to visit when she can. She runs this very special business. But you're not mad at her for not spending enough time with you. You understand. And you know for a fact that if she could make time for you, she would. One day you was relaxing, and Hannah tripped and spilled water all over you. She apologized multiple times. She had a very worried look on her face. You explained to her it was all fine, because you saw the true terror on her face. But she wasn't really worried about you. She was more worried about Eloise. Hannah, it's all fine. You didn't mean to. She quickly cleaned the floor after that and left. Sometimes the servants can be so useless. Eloise muttered under his breath. Huh? What, you said that? Oh no, I didn't say anything, dear. Keep eating. It's all fine. Where'd you stop? But I just kept going. Later on at night, Eloise demanded Hannah to meet him near the dining area. Hannah, mind explaining why you decided to spill water all over my fiancé? Eloise said, I'm so sorry, Eloise. Sir, I didn't mean to. It was all an accident. I just tripped and Eloise grabbed her by her collar and pulled her down into his face. How dare you call me Eloise? You're not allowed to call me that. Yes, sir. I'm so sorry, sir. I had enough of your foolishness. And that was the part where he actually hurt her eye. When she came back with bandages, he questioned her about it, but she lied and said it was all fine. He didn't believe her for 1 second, but that was all she gave you. But he kept pressuring her and pressuring her. He felt bad about it, but he needed your answers. And he was very persistent. Then she finally came clean. She found out Eloise did this to her. He was utterly in shock. At first he didn't believe her. But she was more like the oldest sister you ever had, and you knew that she wouldn't lie about something this serious. He was heartbroken. He thought Eloise was a genuinely good person. You know, people were supposed to punish their servants. He might have punished your servants by yelling at them, but never physically. Or just firing them. You had enough. You wrote a letter to your parents about leaving Eloise, but they couldn't help you. What the hell? My brother's over there making weird noises. Sorry, guys. Since they were overseas on a trip, and they will be for the next month. You decided to start packing slowly so Eloise wouldn't notice that he was leaving. You packed a couple of your clothes, some shoes, some of your hair ties. Sooner or later, all your stuff was gone. During lunchtime, you realized Eloise was in the dining room. Perfect. You grabbed your suitcase as you were about to walk out. Eloise stumbled upon you with Claude. Listener, where are you going? You went silent. He noticed the suitcase full of stuff. His tone automatically changed. His boots clacked on the floor as he came closer to you. You backed up away scared. Why are you leaving me? You said. He went silent. So you really are leaving me? He said. Expecting you to say it was a joke or something. You went silent. Why? He said, shaking you. Why? Oh, stop. You're hurting my shoulders. He went silent after hearing your tone. You sound terrified. Are you scared of me? He said. Once again, he went silent. I'll take that as a yes. My dear, why would you ever be scared of me? He said. Hey guys, that was another audio clip I was posting earlier today, so sorry about that, guys. He just grabbed his suitcase and walked out the door. Claude, get her! You heard those words and he started dashing. He was a very, very fast runner. Claude was faster. He was able to catch up with you. As he put his arms around you to stop you from running, you bit him hard to the point where you actually broke his skin and made him start bleeding. He quickly let go and allowed a groan of pain, and he kept running, almost tripping a couple of times. He made it to a clearing. In the forest, he kept going. He had no time to rest because he knew Claude would be after you. It was like some jungle movie type shit. He kept running. Finally, he made it to the park. He kept running, making sure no one was behind you. As he kept running, you tripped. Bumped into someone's leg. Hey, watch where you're going. Ciel turned around, and he looked at your face. You were the most beautiful person he ever laid eyes on. He snapped out of his trance. I'm so sorry, he yelled out. I didn't mean to bump into you, Mr. Phantomhive. He may have flustered a little when he said Mr. Phantomhive like that. It's fine. May I ask why you're running? He started breaking down into tears. Shit, he said. He was not very good at comforting people with emotions. There, just breathe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry in your presence, he said. It's fine. He let out a sigh. I'm not running away for someone. They did some horrible things. He was silent. You can reject my proposal, but would you like it to come to my manor and then we can talk about this? If it makes you feel better, of course. He was silent. I would like that, he said, grabbing a suitcase and walked back to the manor. When he went to the manor, he was so surprised at the architecture. It was so beautiful, he thought. He was studying and looking around. Ciel noticed the look on your face. You like it? I love it, actually. It's amazing. Your shoes click-clacked as you went inside. You rested your suitcase near a wall and sat down with Ciel for some tea. Now explain your situation to me if you're ready for it, he said. Well, you know Alice Trancy, right? Oh, yes. Excuse my language, but that kid is such... sometimes. I want to curse, but I don't feel like cursing in your presence, he said. Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm alright, he said, not knowing what to say. Ciel slowly recognized you. Wait, you're Alice's fiancé from the party. You got that right, he said with a faint smile. If I may ask why you're on the run from him. He did horrible things. Not to me, but someone I cared about. Please go into detail, he said. You know Han now, one of the servants. Oh yeah, I saw her wandering around during the party. Well, she is like an older sister to me. I know I'm not supposed to grow catch the babes, but I couldn't help it. As I grew closer with her, I found out what Alice has done. All she did was accidentally spill water on me and he took out her eye. That's utterly disgusting, yet so sad, he said. Exactly what I thought. That's the time I decided to leave him. I was running away because Cloud was chasing me. What about your parents' manor? He said. I would like to go back there, but I'm afraid Alice will find me there, and plus, they're on a trip overseas for the next month. That's why I was staying with Alice. He was silent again. You can reject my proposal, but how would you like to live with me until your parents get back and you can sort out this manor? You're over ecstatic. Yes, he said. Oh, sorry. I can be a little ecstatic sometimes. Oh no, it's fine. You're just excited. Thank you. He said with the biggest smile in the world. It means a lot to me. He was stuck in a trance again. He was smiling, holding his hand, made him flustered. He turned away. He chuckled. Huh? What's so funny? He said. Oh, nothing. He was laughing because he saw the blush. From that day on, you and Ciel stayed together. You and him were really good. You guys were really good to each other. You got along with the servants. Mary Sue was technically your favorite. Her clumsiness made you laugh mostly. And so did Ciel. People might take him as a very serious person with no sense of humor, but every now and then he would crack a joke or two. Mostly about his servant incompetence, but it was funny nonetheless. You and him got along very well. Over the course of time, Ciel's feelings grew bigger and bigger for you, like he wanted to get down on one knee and propose to you right then and there. But it kind of would be wrong to propose to you in this situation, or even make any attempts with you, since it's still freshly new after the whole Alice incident. It's only been 2 weeks, and he didn't want to pressure you, so he just sucked it up. One night he couldn't hold it in anymore. It was just eating him up inside. Hey, listener. Actually, no, scratch that. Sorry, guys, I messed it up. He decided to ask you to meet him in the garden. He was in the garden when he ordered Sebastian to come and get you. Sebastian went to your room and knocked on the door. He was just doing random stuff, just drawing and all. Mistress, may I come in? Oh, yes, Sebastian. You may come in. What seems to be the matter? Master Ciel requested you to meet him in the garden. This late? You said? Sebastian nodded. Weird, you thought? All right, then, I'll meet him. You smoothed out your hair and fixed it, and then smoothed out your clothes, since it was kind of crumply from you sitting on the bed. Now, I wonder what he wants. Hey, Ciel, why do you want to meet me out here? There's something I've been meaning to tell you. Really? What's that? He said, sitting down next to him. Your smile made him even more nervous. He felt sweat dripping down his face. Well, you see, how do I put this? What I'm about to say might be inconsiderate because of your current situation, but listener, I want to be more than friends, even if we consider ourselves friends. I want to be with you romantically, he said. I know this might sound super inconsiderate because of the Alois situation, but I can't hold it in anymore. It's just been eating me up inside, he said. You was shocked. Your face was all flustered. So, he said, looking up at you. You went silent. Then, you nodded. Of course, he said, with a big smile on your face. Without thinking twice, you pulled him into a kiss. After he was done, he touched his lips. That was my first kiss ever, he said out loud. That's weird. A charming man like you should have kissed a lot of girls, he said teasingly. Be quiet, he said, clearly flustered. All right, he said, rolling your eyes. You and him watched the stars for the rest of the night. He generally loved your beauty, but he loved you more than that. He loved your personality, everything about you. During lunch the next day, you were showing him pictures of your family. And you showed him you had pictures of your fried German shepherds. He was shocked. Are they aggressive, he said. Yes, but once they get to know a person, they'll stop being so aggressive. But the one person they hate the most is Alois. That's why he never comes visit to my house, and I have to go over to his. I can tell I'm gonna like these dogs already, he said. which made you burst out laughing. When he finally stopped, oh my god, my ribs are hurting. Ciel was laughing too. He was shocked. You can laugh? He said sarcastically. What made you think I couldn't? All I did was chuckle a little. I didn't ever hear you genuinely laugh before, he said. Well, be lucky. You heard it. He laughed again. You quickly passed him a picture of your parents. I think you should meet them when they finally come back from their trip. They're very stubborn people and can be very intense. Ciel rose an eyebrow. How intense? Well, intense of how a guy tried to kiss me at a park when I didn't want him to, and all my parents just looked at him with a dead-eye stare, and he ran out crying to his mom. That's how it's intense. Ciel's face changed to worried. They're not going to do it with me, right? He said, trying to look cocky. I mean, if you didn't have Sebastian, they were probably planning your murder by now, you said. Oh, God, he said under his breath. He started chuckling. Don't worry, they're not going to hurt you. They're just going to nerve the crap out of you, you said. Well, I guess that's better than death, he said, shrugging his shoulders. Anyways, come on, we have stuff to do. Later on, when your parents came back, they told him about Ciel and engagement. And you're thinking about Eloise. Your parents were over ecstatic to meet Ciel. And, well, Ciel was nervous as hell. He felt his knees shaking. He wasn't technically very scared often, but the way your parents looked at him scared the crap out of him. Like, he knows he has a demon butler that will protect him if they try to do something, but he still couldn't help but feel nervous. Especially your mother was giving him the dead-eye stare. Every time he would flirt with you during the meeting. Your father, too. Estee laughed. Ciel looks like he was about to collapse. Oh, God. I survived, he said, sarcastically, looking at you. Who said you wouldn't? He looked at you with a really stare. You laughed again. I told you they were going to murder you. Yeah, but your mom scares the shit out of me, he said. You laughed. Ciel raised an eyebrow. Does my cousin amuse you? Well, when you're a little kid, it kind of does. Hey, me and you are the same age. And just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I can't cuss. I know, I didn't mean to sound like that. It's still funny nonetheless. Oh my god, really? My Alexa went off. Sorry guys. Anyways, let's get back to the video. You and him were having a good time, and your relationship with Alex was officially over. Well, until Eloise hosted a party. It was mandatory for you and your parents to go, and Ciel too. You didn't want to bump into Eloise again, but it was mandatory this time. You thought, great, I don't want to run into him. You went to the party, against your will. Your parents knew that you didn't want to come, and they didn't want to bring you either to put you in harm's way, but it was mandatory, and it was important to their business. Since their stocks were dropping, so they had to do it. But you didn't blame them. As you were leaving with Ciel couldn't help but staring you up and down. Huh? Something wrong? Is there something on my face? You said. No, I'm just staring at how gorgeous you are, that's all, he said. Your face blustered. We've been engaged for at least over a month, and you're still getting flustered when I compliment you. It's a tone of voice, that's all. Makes you sound so seductive, he said, crossing your arms and looking away from him. Oh, so you're saying I'm seductive now, he said with a look. You look at... I would have slapped you if I didn't love you so much, he said, looking away from him. He chuckled. When you guys arrived there, you tried to make a little eye contact with Eloise or any of the servants. Henning was still one of the servants there, and she instantly recognized you. You pulled her aside and gave her a great big hug, and you explained the situation. She was happy for you, nonetheless, which was great, and she made a promise not to tell Eloise that you was here. Thank God. You and Ciel were just chatting, and Ciel had to go get up to get something. And you saw Eloise go the same way that Ciel did. You thought it was a coincidence. You was waiting for him, and it passed 7 minutes. Weird, you thought? You decided to go look for him. He usually didn't take this long. You searched the rooms until you heard grunting in the other. You don't want to invade people's privacy, but you was curious. You went in there and saw Eloise trying to stab Ciel. Ciel caught the sword, making his hands bleed. You had to react quickly. He was a very strong person. He was able to throw Eloise off of Ciel. In an instant move, without thinking, he threw the sword at you. Well, actually jabbed the sword at you. You caught it with your hands. Now you was bleeding. Shit, you said. You got some on your dress. But you was more worried about Ciel than your dress. Are you okay, listener? Ciel said, running up to you. It's fine. I just have a cut, that's all. Nothing more. Ciel let a sigh of relief. Now you. He said, clearly pissed. And even Ciel was a little bit terrified. He knows he's the one with Demon Butler, but when you're mad, You look like you're about to turn Eloise into human sushi right then and there. Eloise knew that look. Sweetheart, please calm down, he said. Don't sweetheart me, he said. You're lucky I can't tear you to pieces or Claude would kill me. Come on, Ciel, let's go. He quickly grabbed Ciel's hand and walked out the room. Wait! Eloise said, cry and grab your wrist. Let go. He was able to pull your wrist out. Then he realized something. Back when he was fighting, Ciel referred to you as darling. Then it hit him. You're Ciel's fiancé? Eloise said as you guys were leaving. He went silent. Yes, Ciel said. You better not have a problem with it. He took you outside. Thankfully, Hannah was there, managing stuff. She helped you guys clean your wounds and bandage up the cuts. Listener, you didn't have to do that. I can manage on my own. Yeah, I managed to get stabbed on your own, you said. I guess you're right when you put it like that. And thank you. You smiled. Ciel was never the one to thank people. Only really Claude. I messed it up. Sorry, guys. Dang it. You only said thank you to Sebastian, at least. At least only once, he said. He said it. Huh? Are you okay? Yeah, it just stinks like heck. So who's the one cursing now? He said. Be quiet. He let a chuckle. He quickly sat up, making a clunking sound with his boots. Come on, let's go find your parents. You nodded your head. You guys quickly found your parents and went back. Your parents apologized profusely, and you confirmed it was fine. Then he came up with an idea. He whispered to Ciel your idea on the way back home. Ciel was hesitant with this idea at first, but he reluctantly agreed because of your persuasion. You persuade Ciel to take in Hannah as one of his servants if Hannah accepts. Bleh, I messed it up. Bang it. If Hannah accepts, of course. Bleh. Can't speak proper English today. English no go. English, I don't know what that is. Anyways, if she accepts, yeah, dang it. No, forget it. If she accepts, of course. No, that's it. I'm going with that. I can't speak English. Anyways. You sent a letter to her, and luckily she got it before Eloise did. She gladly accepted, because she wanted to leave Eloise anyways, but she needed the money. After that, you never heard from Eloise again. And yes, the German Shepherds did get along with Ciel. The end. Hey guys, this is kind of long. I messed up the accept part. I couldn't say accept. Like, what is wrong with me? I can't speak English. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This story's kind of long, so I'm going to end it here. Bye.